This is amazing.
I need to set my camera up too.
We're at the Valiant Air Command. It starts right away, and you pay the fee over.
Camel Sopwith had.
Yeah, I knew the Sopwith did.
Can
I
you-
didn't know this one did.
Can you go
Have
ahead
you
and
ever
turn
been
it?
to Rhinebeck?
Yes, I have.
So you know about the aerodrome?
Yes, I've been to Rhinebeck.
They have this flying up there.
That was one of the places I told you that would have been a great. That's in New York, Eastern New York. It would have been another great.
It's 150 miles north of the city.
city.
Wow.
New York. Yeah.
Turn it again, will you? Oh yeah, amazing. And
No.
Just wanted to share that with you.
that is so
Actually,
cool. This whole
actually,
thing.
there's no.
Not if it comes off.
There's no.
No,
There's no stress on that cotter pin.
Okay, keep telling yourself that.
There's
It's
no
there.
stress on
This
it.
is
Everything's
totally
on the bulb.
cosmetic.
Everything's on the bulb.
I know. It's totally cosmetic. It's no
Well,
problem.
no, it's just holding the.
It's just for the looks. That I couldn't tell you. I wasn't born yet, so I wasn't. I wasn't up to snuff at
I just
that
listened to
time.
the book
This
on the way down.
plane
here,
was
because I
in
know that.
D-Day.
You guys gonna go in it?
Yeah.
Okay. After you're in it, then we'll go.
Okay.
This
Go ahead.
is a C-47 DC-3. It actually flew in World War II at D-Day.
These guys are sitting on the floor, buckled in, and they came.
And
they
this
clipped to
sucker,
this.
Right.
flies a lot. Because one of the questions that come up a lot is like they'll say when they come in here in general in the museum, they'll go, do these planes fly? And it's not a matter of whether or not a plane can fly. It's more a matter of, do you have somebody that's certified to
fly
that
it.
plane? Now, what I explain to people here is, now if you look at the outside, the plane's absolutely huge, and this is what it stored in World War II. This plane was everywhere in World War II. If something could be fit in this plane during World War II to be moved, it was in here.
Wow.
That's why you see an oversized door here, because the original design was a DC-3, which was really, really successful.
It's kind of dark.
And it generated an interest for the military, and they signed these suckers up. Now, what I tell people about this plane is a couple things. There's not a lot between you and the great outdoors. What does that mean? Is if you're flying in this plane and you get airborne and stuff,
It's
it
cold.
gets cold, quick. That's item number one.
Cold and loud.
Yep. Enemy territory.
It really is.
How many of you guys like the bathrooms in the commercial airplanes?
Look at this, George.
That one will grab you.
I've seen that one.
Former military?
No, sir, I've been here. This is my first trip.
Oh, okay.
That first time they jumped and they went over the canal on D-Day,
Uh-huh.
several of these pilots hit the jump light over because they were afraid to go into
Okay.
France, and they hit the jump out over the channel. Jumps at the 101st day of World War II, and he's documenting it, telling the stories of them. And these guys are brave guys.
That was the same thing around the Vietnam era. So you'd have like the A1, you'd have the propeller one, A30. I mean, we would have like the A37, the Dragonfly. Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And I think
Let's go through that plane. That's what he wanted to take us to before it gets too hot.
which plane?
We're going to go through the
Wow.
Yeah, let me go off to the side here and then
Wow.
scramble mining here. Thank you. All right.
Coming down.
Look at all this.
And yeah. Do I need to say any more? Well, you know, it's like, where's the strangest place you ever, whatever. And if you're seeing one by itself, you've got nothing to compare it against to say, well, I can tell because this is different, this is different. Now, who are the engineers here? Okay, well, okay, now we got a feat of engineering that's just gonna knock your socks off, okay? Because when the MiG-15, this first flew in 1952 also, but it never saw the Korean War. Because that's, I mean, its first flight does not mean it was operational. Anyway, this plane is a follow-on to the MiG-15. The MiG-15 was designed to bring down, you know, one of the biggest things was let's bring down the B-29s. That's why they have two 23mm and one 37mm cannon on here. Now, when I saw, now this is an engineering feat. When I first saw this, I'm going like, oh my God, look at this. This thing has got these, you know, it's got another couple of 50 caliber machine guns or 20mm cannons here and stuff. And I'm going, well, that's pretty good. Well, that's not true. What it is there's so many screwed up runways in the Soviet Union where these things land. If it gets stuck in the mud, this is where you hook the cable.
Can I go up the steps?
Yes, that's why it's there. Yeah, seriously speaking. Well, now, if you're a munchkin from The Wizard of Oz, if you're wearing socks, you can't fit in there. That is tight. That is really, really tight. That's why I was glad they had the steps over here. You know what? The thing about this plane is we have that cockpit over there. It's sectioned off. I wish I could let people in it today, but it's sectioned off, and all it is the cockpit, and people see that and stuff. They get an image in their head. This one's not flying right now. Now I have to admit, as much as this plane gets a lot of acclaim, I like its next door neighbor over there, the F8. I really like that plane because that one actually had a higher kill ratio in Vietnam than this one did. And is they had the F-11 Tiger, which is a Grumman plane, and that's the one that's popular for shooting itself down. If you've ever heard that story.
No.
Yeah, it was flying on again, it was one of these things that was flying, now because the dynamics of this just, I'm to this day I have a problem with it. Because if you look at the front of the F-11 Tiger, it's not even, the fuselage is not even 6 feet wide. And what happened, it was on a mission, and while it was flying, it shot the 20mm cannons that it had, took a dive. 11 seconds later, he felt the impact of the projectiles on the plane. Liked it. They let it have a baby. And here's the baby. It was the first time they went from supersonic to subsonic. They took that design, made this thing, and this thing carried its own weight and ordnance. If you look at this, because this was really successful in Vietnam, but if you look at this, it'll tell you it says 15,000 pounds of bombs. Here it is. The empty weight is 15,037 pounds, and it can carry 15,037 bombs, and it is maximum weight, and therefore the weight of the aircraft, and then 15,000 pounds of bombs, it can carry its own weight and ordnance. So, well, the A6 has to carry 18. Okay, all right. Now let me tell you about, okay, since you guys are interested in this plane, let me tell you about this one, because this is another one of these.
They proved it. That's what caused it.
Yeah.
I had two first cousins there. The one's still living. The other ones.
Yeah. I'm glad I got my brother because he and I were close. Oh my God. We used to ride horses together when we were kids and stuff. It was great. It was great. And the thing is, his wife doesn't.
So I love this museum because I can get a special feel. It's been great.
Yep.
It's been great. Really enjoyed it.
Now that steerman that you're looking over there, the blue and yellow, that's an actual Tuskegee Airman trainer. Yes, it is. An actual trainer for the Tuskegee Airmen.
Bombs away. Bombs away.
There you go. That's my girlfriend. Don't get too. I get jealous. So that's my girlfriend. Yes, indeed. See now, one of the interesting. Because they you know the popular ones are the F4 and then the FM2, but this is one of the few that was an FM1 that was restored. What makes it bad? Just the way that they were doing design modifications on it. Because like I think this one here only because what they did is in the later FM2s what the complaint was is instead of having 6 guns, let's have 4. That way we've got more ammunition. Okay. That was one of the big things because they said, hey, if you can't hit them with 6, you're not, you know, don't worry about it with the 4. And the thing was, it increased the amount of ammunition they had by like 50%. So they had more firepower as far, or longer, yeah, longer staying. Yes, sir. What's that? No. 4 times bolt trigger. Yep. Yeah, I just can't imagine what it's like when they, at the beginning of the war when they didn't know much and they're trying to outturn a 0. You know, it's like, not happening, dude. But the one thing she can do better than the 0 is die. This thing can take stresses over 500 miles an hour and die with Japanese 0
Okay, that's for the last crewman.
Oh, okay.
The final crew who decommissioned and flew the aircraft here.
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of room in there. That is so cool.
I did get that on before I came down.
Mm-hmm.
Before I brought it down, I should say.
Yeah, it had written markings on it and stuff. But during the 6-day war, this thing was, it wasn't attached. It's a, you know, ground attack, ground support aircraft and stuff. But as you can see, it's easy to, you know, easy to get in, and it's very simple. But what it is a lot of countries, they
Oh, wow.
and what they're using it for.
These are the cowlings
They use this
for that.
it's cheap, easy to maintain.
Yo.
That's one of the reasons, you know, way back when they would because it wasn't expensive, and then you could say, hey, I got an attack airplane, and we've got a flying team. And stuff.
F-14. Damn. Cool.
Give you the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
The good is these are downward ejection seats, okay?
Okay.
The bad is if you're using an ejection seat, it means your plane's crashing, and if you're too close to the ground, you can't use the ejection seat.
Correct.
And that means you have to wait till those guys up there